So the Nintendo Direct came and went, and overall, honestly, it was okay. It wasn't amazing, it wasn't bad, but it was just okay. It had some cool announcements, but it definitely had some cons. Let's get into them. Hello there, everyone. This is lavoncason here, back at it again with another YouTube video. And I made a tweet about the Nintendo Direct, and overall, like I said, it's okay. It was a 7 out of 10 for me. Super Mario Galaxy 2 was announced for Nintendo Switch 1, but for Nintendo Switch 2 owners, it's going to get a 4K update, and also Super Mario Galaxy will be also getting a Switch 2 update that allows it to go up to 4K. Mario Tennis Fever, that was a cool announcement. That's a cool game that I'm interested in. That game is coming out sometime in February. This is a big deal, whether we as Nintendo fans like it or not. Resident Evil Requiem announced for Switch 2 day and date. And the reason that is a big deal is because in the Switch 1 era, we would normally get third-party games, but they would normally be late. And the Wii U, like, this would never happen with the Wii U. So I think Resident Evil Requiem is telling us that expect this a lot more for the Nintendo Switch 2. And also, too, this also tells that Capcom is going all out for the Nintendo Switch 2. Like, they are releasing Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil Village at the same day as Resident Evil Requiem for Switch 2 and all the other consoles such as the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and PC. Yeah, that Resident Evil Requiem announcement, whether you guys like it or not, is a huge deal. Metroid Prime 4 got a release date finally. It's coming out on December 4th. It's one of the few games that I'm interested in from Nintendo as far as this year goes, and I'm glad that it finally got a release date, December 4th. That's great. Now let's get to some of the stuff that I didn't really care about like that. This Link Games banner of the Spark, you know, it's coming on both Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch. Like, honestly, I didn't care for that. The Virtual Boy stuff, I didn't really care for it, honestly. I honestly did not care for this right here. Like, I was like, what is it? What? I didn't really care for it. I didn't really care for the announcement, honestly. And there's also a couple of other stuff that I maybe want to pick up, such as the Donkey Kong DLC. Let me see if I can. Where is it? Where is it? Is it here? Where is it? Where is it? Trying to remember. There it is. I found it. It's like at the near end. So this right here, I may pick up. I don't know. I may or may not pick up the DLC. Hades 2. That one I may pick up. I may pick this up. Hades 2. What else? The Yoshi game. It's a maybe. It's a maybe. It's definitely a maybe. Tamagotchi Life, I didn't really care for. Honestly, I recognize that there are people out there that do care about that stuff. But personally, to me, I don't really care for it. Pokemon stuff, I didn't really care for it like that. I really didn't. And what else? I think that's it. I think that's the stuff that maybe considering picking up when it comes to this direct right here. But let's talk about the cons. Let's talk about the cons. There was no Xbox games. There was no Call of Duty Black Ops 7. There was no, Sea of Thieves. No Forza Horizon 5. There was no Xbox games in this Nintendo Direct. There wasn't anything. There was no 3D Mario. You know, a lot of us Nintendo fans were expecting a 3D Mario announcement because of the fact that it's Mario's 40th anniversary, and we didn't get that. Now, don't get me wrong, yeah, it's probably in development. The 3D Mario game for Nintendo Switch 2 is probably in development. It probably will come out maybe, you know, late 2026 or maybe even 2027. But it still would have been nice to have that announcement. And there wasn't a whole lot of Western third-party support for this Nintendo Direct. That was the one thing that I noticed in this Direct. Like, there wasn't a whole lot of Western third-party support. Like, there was a decent amount of Japanese and some indie support, but as far as third-party from the West goes, there wasn't really a lot of that in this Direct. And maybe that could be the case of dev kits. Maybe that could be the case of that. Hopefully that situation gets sorted out by next year, sometime next year, whatever. But it was definitely something that I noticed. You know, there was a lack of Western third-party support from this Nintendo Direct. Maybe we might get some Western third-party announcements in the February 2026 Direct. Who knows? Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see, guys. That's the thing about Nintendo. You gotta wait and see. So, overall, there's some stuff that I'm interested in. There's some stuff that I want to play on the Nintendo Switch 2. Like, if you already got a Nintendo Switch 2, you're gonna have content. But as far as, you know, everybody else goes, you know, people that were on the fence about the Nintendo Switch 2, things of that nature, I can see why you would want to wait until sometime in 2026 to pick up a Nintendo Switch 2 for maybe Fire Emblem or something like that, or for maybe, you know, when that 3D Mario game gets announced. Because when it comes to this Nintendo Direct, I didn't see anything that screamed, you know, that would make people say, well, maybe Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem I could see people, you know, getting a Nintendo Switch 2 for. But otherwise, there was content for the people out there that already got a Nintendo Switch 2. But for everybody else, it was... I don't know. I just don't know. But how do you guys feel about the Direct? Overall, like I said at the beginning of this video, it was okay. It's a 7 out of 10 for me. Let me know in the comment section below your thoughts. Hope you guys have a good day, and peace, and bye.